Four teams that battled through the opening round of the college football playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowle, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First play, looking to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did. And then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Close to the tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Jones. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Hit just as he throws the ball.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Let's reel in. It's Jones. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on. But right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Penn State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. And the Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Down he goes. It's a sack. The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on second and long. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Unable to trot out the field goal team here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. It'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Day. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense is moving to the red zone. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made by the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll test the right side here. Touchdown, Ducks! A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Penn State offense comes back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. We start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense won with the hurry out.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Finds the receiver wide open. He hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Back to throw again. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Poor set of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense, and if they can keep this up through all four quarters, it could get really ugly by the fourth.
And it's a direct snap. Bowlers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT puts him up 13 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Trying to find some room. It's Washington.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. Misses the receiver, incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Automatic on the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down after that previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's a bullet, but incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. The offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Day. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. They get him down to the big gainer to the 42.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice game.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. The ball is picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. they get the second half started with the running play. Some hard running there through a tackle. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Bites off a defender. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a second.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the return will be brought down. Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. Broken tackle still going. He's in the clear. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And they've got him. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
And on second and goal, the offense goes with the speed to try to get the ball out to the edge. But how about this defense? Not only are they physical, but here they show what kind of speed they have as well.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Only a short gain in that one. Defense able to pin him in.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Washington. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Day. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. All right, here's the toss play. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. It almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On the run here. Lets it go. The sure hands. It's Jones. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. It's a short completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Choosing to return the punt. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Day. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
On the run here, lets it go. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Makes the read. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wiggle earns enough to get the first down.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Offense retakes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Grinding away on the ground. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into open space. Good head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Stop right there at the line. No gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, the defense working with this lead does everything right. Taking away any threats downfield, gives the quarterback only option really is to take off and pick up some yards. Now, they better be careful because you do that too many times, eventually he could get out and put it into the end zone.
Gets rid of it on the move. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, I mean, this game was essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.